Okay, this is a 1997 BMW 328i. It's E36. So I had an issue where my car wouldn't start. So I thought, well, maybe it's the starter. It wasn't. The solenoid wasn't cranking. Nothing was happening. So I discovered that this fuse here, fuse number 31, was blown. And there's a lot of things hooked to that. Let's look at what's hooked to that. You've got a gong, clock, air conditioner, anti-theft, the immobilizer, the onboard computer, the computer again, and outside temperature display. What it doesn't mention on there is that there is the heater control valve right there, which you can see is unplugged. Okay, that's it right there, heater control valve. Now, I read online that those could draw too much power, but we'll get to that. So anyway, I went to troubleshoot it, and what I was seeing when it was blowing the fuse was with the ammeter hooked in line where that fuse would go, I would see a fluctuation from 1.6 to 6, 7, sometimes as high as 8 amps. Now it's a 5 amp fuse. So I'm thinking, you know, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? I also noticed that when the key is off and out of the ignition, it still goes up between 1 and 8 amps. I'm assuming that that valve opens and closes, or stays open maybe when the car is off after a predetermined amount of time. Anyway, I disconnected it, and now I'm only reading 800 mils, just about 0.8 amps flowing through that fuse. Now you'll see, what I'll do is I'll plug this back in. Now, let's see, I'm up around 1.7 now, and you're going to see that that's going to open. And as soon as it opens, it should shoot up to around 7 or 8 amps. And there it just went. There it goes again. See the surges from 1.6 to 8 amps. And there were times when it would sit open for a while that it would draw more and more. So let's see if we can get it to go on here. There it went again. So, let's see, that's probably what it should be drawing. But as soon as those coils on that control valve get energized, they must be shorted or something, and it's drawing like 8 amps. And it's a 5 amp fuse, so that's why the fuse is popping. So, we'll disconnect that for now. You can see that we drop back down to only about 800 mils or 0.8 amps. So, just to summarize this video, fuse number 31 was blowing. Car would not even crank, would not start. Looked into why fuse 31 was blowing, and out of all the things I read online, the first thing I decided to check was the heater control valve, which I guess stops coolant from flowing into the heater core, maybe to make the cabin a little bit cooler when the air conditioning is on. I unplugged that, and using the ammeter, I proved that that was the cause of the fuse popping. You know, I checked beforehand for continuity to ground with the circuit, which I didn't see anything notable, and it wasn't always blowing, and it wasn't blowing right away sometimes. So from that, I determined that it probably wasn't a short to ground. So hopefully this video will help someone who is having this issue with their E36 and fuse number 31 blowing. I just want to add here that I further confirmed that the heater control valve was bad by checking the resistance of each coil. One coil is 1.5 ohms, which is, you know, that's almost dead out. The other coil shows, you know, a few thousand ohms. So both the coils appear to be the same and should be the same. So that would also indicate to me that that is drawing too much current, which is, again, why this 5 amp fuse is popping. Okay, thank you. And that's it. Have a nice day, and be sure to check out my other videos. And feel free to subscribe.